We're back in downtown Grand Prairie, located in Brisket and Maine. And guess what? We have some of our neighbors off of 180, Lockhart Smokehouse, for this month. And guess what? We're getting to that fall time, so we're gonna have some incredible things that we're gonna be cooking in this smoker. And guess what? This has a dear place in my heart. It's one of the first places I ever ate barbecue when I had this epiphany of like, oh my God. And they have a lot of heritage from Lockhart. And why does that matter? Because that is the capital of barbecue in Texas. But guess what? It's also the capital of barbecue in the world. Because why? Everybody wants to be Texas barbecue. So I'm so excited for Jill and James from Lockhart Smokehouse. They're gonna be coming out and teaching me how to cook some stuff this fall. We're literally backyard.
That's what
AC. We're serving Zavala's barbecue. This is live. It's unbelievable.
Golden, brown, and delicious. That's what we all call you.
So excited. This month we have none other than Lockhart Smokehouse. James and Jill, what's going on?
What's up, man? Thanks for having us.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Like, you have to understand, you're kind of like one of the OGs here in Dallas for barbecue.
Right. I mean, it's so weird to think about that we've been in Bishop Arts for 14 years. Like, when we came up with the idea of bringing Central Texas barbecue to Dallas, there wasn't a whole lot of barbecue out there. Like, Pecan Lodge was in the farmer's market and it just opened, and it was, you know, Sonny Bryant's and Dickey's and a few other great OG Dallas places, but nothing that was truly Central Texas barbecue.
Yeah, you were like the leading charge of the wave now. And like, if it wasn't like, and I tell people all this time, like yourself and Pecan Lodge, like if it wasn't for y'all, like none of us would have an opportunity to be here in DFW.
Well, and the great thing is now DFW has a barbecue scene, because before people would be like, you know, I'm coming to Texas and there's no place to go in Dallas. Well, now you can go everywhere in Dallas and there is so much great barbecue.
There is, and I'm so excited. We create this monthly box where I bring my friends on. I learn how to cook from you guys because I only know how to make it. My wife calls me the one-hit wonder. She's like, all you know how to do is make like brisket.
And it's Texas, that's all you need, baby.
But really excited. You know, we're in the fall time. Y'all have a side that we're going to be doing, and also pork belly.
Yeah, so we got some really nice pork belly sliders and a sweet potato casserole, because it wouldn't be Texas and the South in autumn without what? Sweet potatoes and sandwiches.
And I like, it's so cool because y'all are like could y'all still have shoulder cloth?
You know, we don't have it as much because those cows have gotten a little skinny and hard to get. And people just want brisket when they come to Texas.
I was having actually a conversation with my CFO right now because our brisket food cost is up here.
Yes.
And the next one close to it is like 85% less. And he's like, we need to sell the other meats. And I'm like,
well, I'd love to. That's great.
You tell me how to do it, right?
Right.
But it's really cool because y'all grew up with that stuff, but the pork belly, you know, it's just like in the last 2 or 3 years, right? That's kind of caught fire, and y'all are like evolving and utilizing that cut. So that's awesome.
That's the best thing about barbecue is there's no right or wrong answers to most of it. Have fun.
For sure. That is the truth. And that's why we love it. You're going to be able to get the rubs and sauce, and you're going to be able to learn how to make this in your backyard, because at the end of the day, it's like, it's about feeding people, right?
Exactly. Having fun, having a beer, and just eating some good food, man.
That is what it's all about. So what's the first thing that we're going to get going today?
So what we're going to do today is the pork belly sliders, and we got a homemade cranberry jam along with a apple and celery slaw. We just got a couple of things already ready for it, and then we're just going to show you how to put it together and our process for it.
Awesome. So we'll get the pork belly out. We'll get all that stuff going and kind of talk through how you smoke it when we come back.
Break the silence before the words they get away. Now I'm here, now you're there. We walk in circles till it's clear. This feels like everything we need.
All right, so we got our pork belly right here. I've already marinated this one for a couple of days in a vacuum sealer. I like to do that so it just kind of penetrates the flavor really well.
Do you like to cut it down to about this size?
Yeah, for home use, you don't really need a whole lot of it.
Yep.
Everybody knows, you know, bacon, pork belly is pretty rich, right? So you don't want too much of it.
And then typically you go to Central Market, you could go to Costco. I think Sam's has it now.
Yeah, it's pretty widely available. This one I actually got from Ye Olde Butcher Shop over in Plano by our other location. So it's pretty tasty.
Support your local butcher shops.
There you go.
There you go.
Know what you marinated it.
So this one is, ta-da! our own Lockhart pork and poultry rub. So this one's pretty good. It goes for pretty much just about anything. We use it on almost every oh, no, we don't.
It's fine.
I'm kidding.
No, this is good. This is hidden. We don't know that we use it at all.
All right, so like I said, it's already been marinated for a little bit. I usually buy a little bit more pork belly than we need because on this one, you'll see on our next one, we're going to use it again. So after you cook it, you usually get it kind of shaped a little mishappen, and we'll take the smaller pieces off to use for the burn ends on the casserole, and then this one we'll go ahead and put in right now. So I usually flip it over, just season the bottom pretty good.
And as you can see, do not be afraid to season.
Now, get it
Use
all
a whole
in
bunch
there.
of it.
That's right, rub it in really well. Flip it over, give it the rub again.
You can always tell it's a good rub when you can smell it from over here in the distance, right?
Yeah, getting a lot of the pepper.
Yeah.
You give it the sugar on there.
I love sugar.
All right, and then we're gonna place it in the smoker over here. So how you wanna do it really just depends on the kind of smoker that you have. I like to place the thickest end closest to the fire so that it cooks a lot more evenly.
So, like a question I have, like, do you do a cold smoke like you would do sausage on this thing, or are you just like cooking it all the way through?
No, we're just doing a hot smoke all the way, but we are doing it kind of low and slow. So the thing is, with the cold smoke, you know, obviously if you had already cured it and cooked it, then that would work pretty well. But for this one, we like to really render that fat and get everything really soft and tender. We're not going for that bacon texture, right? We're going to put it on a sandwich and
Okay,
it all the way through.
yeah, that makes sense. So I don't want to say firm, but just a little touch,
exactly.
like you're eating some kind of like steak of some sort.
Basically, yeah.
So question, how long do you like to smoke? What temperature you like to smoke, and what are you looking for when it's done?
So it's always going to be a little bit different depending on the smoker you're using. I like to use a mixture of mainly oak. Sometimes I'll throw in a little bit of hickory or apple, depending on what I'm doing.
Apple?
Yeah, so apple's
Okay.
good with the pork, obviously.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven, right?
For sure.
And then as far as the temperature goes, I usually stay around 225 to 250. Just depends on how much color I want to get or how aggressive the smoke is on the day, depending on, Mercury in retrograde or the seas are receding, the smokers act different.
And it's funny, right? Because there was this whole theory of you have to have clean smoke, then you realize this doesn't taste like barbecue.
100% true. So yeah, I like to get a really good heavy smoke at first and let it burn off a little bit and then just kind of finish that way.
Awesome. And then what kind of temp are you looking for when it's done? Are you looking for it to feel like butter, or are you wanting like 200?
Yeah, usually just a little bit below butter, not completely soft all the way because you don't want it to fall apart when you cut it.
Yep.
As far as temperature goes, it can be anywhere from 195 to about 210.
Okay.
It just depends on the meat itself. It'll tell you when it's ready.
Cool.
I'm sure you guys have heard all this before, but
yeah,
it's
but
the truth.
it's like, everything's different though. We always talk about brisket or a different protein. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never cooked pork belly.
Well, pork belly is a little bit more forgiving because it has such a higher fat content compared to a lot of other proteins, so that you can go over a little bit and still have plenty of meat and plenty of fat left in there to be juicy.
Awesome. I know I probably didn't hear this, and I apologize if you already said it, about how much time.
It depends on the size and the temperature. It could be anywhere from 2 hours to 6 hours.
Perfect.
If you're cooking a whole belly, it's about this big. Well, you're probably looking at 6 hours.
So that's about, let's say, 3 beers an hour, about 18 beers. 18 Lone Stars gets you through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to let this go, and then I guess we'll check it.
Yep. We'll come back here usually about every hour or so, or if you got one of them fancy thermometers like these and Wi-Fi, stick it on in there.
That is right. We'll be back. This is the fun part. I think we've been going for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We're going to see if that pork belly is done.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so as you can see, we're kind of looking at it right here. See, it's starting to look a little jiggly.
Yeah.
Nice and loose, right? So we're going to give it a tap. It's getting pretty close to where we want it to be. Let's check the other ones. This little guy right here is a little closer.
Yep.
All right, we're about ready to slice some of this stuff up and try it out.
Well, let's do it.
Okay, now what'd you put in here?
So this is our house-made cranberry jam, right? So just your old typical frozen cranberries you can get from the grocery store around this time of year. just a whole bunch of sugar, a little bit of our pork rub, and then obviously the recipe's in the links for all you guys who aren't going to remember all of this. But and also a little secret ingredient is a Tirani is the brand of the syrup that we use. This one is a butter pecan flavored syrup. It goes really good. It's kind of like a hidden secret in there.
Oh, I smell that.
Yeah.
I got a little whiff of that. Oh, wow, that's good.
I'm going to have to try that out. I'm going to steal that from you.
Go ahead and grab a couple of our little chunkies of nice pork belly here.
That is absolutely stunning.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our buns down here. So, I mean, building a sandwich, right? You can do it however you want. You can put the saucy sauce on the bottom. I like doing it this way. I like to taste the cranberry jam first.
We want the James way.
There you go. Me too. No chef says he doesn't want it his way, right?
That is true.
All right, get that on there. We'll start slicing this up. And about how much or how thick you put on there is entirely up to you.
Look how beautiful that is. It's so moist and
Just
tender.
slides right through. All right, put a couple slices on there. That was a nice little thick guy. We'll put him by himself. All right, and now we've got our apple slaw right here. So I already had this cut up for us. Just a mixture of finely sliced celery, apple, green onions, and I like to use the hearts from the celery. It gives it a nice little fresh crisp to it.
You are a chef.
And then this here is our mixture of cider vinegar and sugar, just a little bit of quick dressing. You know, you get a really sweetness from the cranberry since we put, you know, equal amounts by weight. Not really, but almost. It's cranberry. So this one gives it a little bit of pop. And we got some nice dried mustard seeds and a little bit of anise.
Ooh, yum.
Gives that nice licorice flavor.
It just smells so good.
Yeah, it's just really fresh and crisp. Apple, fall,
So do y'all do this at the restaurant or do you do this at festivals?
More of a festival kind of
This
thing.
is like, I would want this bite at a festival
right,
all day,
exactly.
every day. Like, look at that.
100%. And of course, everybody coming to the restaurant standing in line, they don't want to wait long enough for us to do this kind of fancy stuff, right?
Why not, right?
You'd think they
we
would.
need to sell some. We need to sell some wine, some champagne, get some alcohol sales going. We'll be
Yeah,
good.
next thing you know, we're doing a moose bushes over there.
Let's do it. Yeah, we pretty much do with burn-ins, right?
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, sample
it really
this.
is.
Yeah. Here's some turkey.
Right.
Have you had it before?
There you go.
Beautiful.
Can I dig in?
Good one, man.
Like, you don't understand how much I
And
love
it's messy on purpose. It's okay to be messy.
So, okay, and if you didn't have cranberry jam, you could probably use like strawberry or raspberry
You could use
or
any
anything.
kind of sweet berry. I like the cranberry. Obviously, goes with the theme of the time of year. But you could do anything, even apple butter.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while, have you?
No.
It's okay. Well, this gives me hope because I feel like everybody's just caught up with barbecue as brisket. But you need to have fun again. Like, this is fun
Right.
Exactly.
and it's great.
And it's easy. It's just stuff that you probably already got laying around for that time of year. Like, you don't have to stick to just whatever everybody else is doing. It's still classic, you know, pairings. Just have
Well,
fun
and
with
you
it.
can feed a crowd with that.
Oh, you
Oh,
can do
easily.
that huge. Like,
Right.
You barely use one little chunk and you got three. Like, I could eat three more of them, but you get full off of one if you really need to.
Exactly. And it's a little bit more cost effective. Pork belly's not crazy expensive right now. After these videos, it might go up just like brisket did, but
I always like
It'll be the
that.
James effect.
there you go.
Yes, I love it. Well, we're gonna get this cleaned up and then we're gonna move on to the special side that goes with it, right?
Potato casserole.
Yes.
Cannot wait. So we're back and I'm so excited because I love sweet potatoes.
Me too. I mean, this time of year, like we already said with the cranberry and everything else, it just fits. So today we're gonna make a cranberry casserole. Oh, cranberry, oh my God. All right, sweet potato casserole. And so this one, obviously lots of sugar,
I love sugar, don't tell my doctor.
a couple of eggs in there. We'll have the recipe in there along with the other one.
Awesome.
But obviously you start with, you know, whatever kind of sweet potatoes you can get a hold of. It also works with any kind of other ones if you want to be really fancy and try to use the white Koreans or the Okinawa purple sweet potatoes.
This guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, too much again.
I
But
love
anyway,
it.
so with the sweet potatoes, you cook them however you want. Basically, you just want to get them soft and tender. You can cook them in the oven, you can cook them in the smoker, you can even boil them however you want to do it. Just get them soft and cooked, right? Then once that happens, you cut them out, scoop out the flesh, and then you just mix them with all your other ingredients.
Awesome.
Obviously, this one's pretty standard. We're using our own house-made pork rub, and then a couple other really basic ingredients you can get anywhere.
Now, did you? I see we've got an already done one here. So do you have to puree it or anything, or just mush it with a fork?
Again, this is all up to you about how you like it. I like mine a little bit chunkier, so you can just smash it up by hand if you want, or this one just...
You don't have to dirty anything if you do that.
Exactly.
That's true.
Or you can use a blender or a mixer. It's just whatever preference, as long as you get all the stuff mixed in. The most important part, obviously, is that you get the egg incorporated into it pretty well, so that it all sets up when you bake it.
So in the egg, that makes it kind of souffle-y. Why the egg?
It does.
Okay.
So the egg is what helps keep it together when you bake it. The yolk and the white, when mixed with it, it's kind of like making a sweet potato custard almost.
Oh, okay.
So when it sets up, it's kind of like it's really silky smooth texture.
Ooh, nice.
And then actually, since you mentioned it, it does souffle up a little bit. It'll start to peak up. That's kind of how you know it's getting almost done. And again, just like the sweet potatoes, you can cook this one either in the oven in the house if you want, or out on the smoker since you're already
Smoker makes
cooking
everything more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta use a smoker. I don't care if it's a pellet grill either, just do it.
At Thanksgiving, when your oven's full, you can just go stick the sweet potatoes out in the smoker.
Exactly. You're already doing it. Just put them in there and do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
So, we actually have one that's been in the smoker for a little while,
We do.
right? So, yeah, we'll take it out and then we're gonna make it pretty.
Yes, we are.
All right, let's do that. Oh, we actually got some color in it. Look at that color.
Well done. Oh, that's beautiful.
And, if the wives are a little upset about you smoking in her fancy dishes, then you just go buy her another one. Keep using this one for other stuff.
Like, look, like literally.
It's got so much color to it.
I know.
It does. And you can see how it's starting to separate there, where it's puffed up and it's starting to fall down. You get the smoke color and the smoke flavor in there.
And you can tell it's cooking too with a little bit cracks, right?
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Then just, as always, this one's always up to your own personal preference. I like to use the biggest, fluffiest marshmallows I can get. And we just start stacking them all up on there. And then when we get to the next step, everybody likes to I like them charred. I like marshmallows kind of burnt almost, but it's part of barbecue, right? These things are almost burnt, but not quite.
100%. I love fire.
So with this one, depending on how melty you want your marshmallows, you can put it back in the smoker and continue to bake it and get some color on it. If you got that one hot spot that'll get up to about 350, 375, you can put it right there, get a little bit of color, and it'll start to melt down on you. Or you can just break out the torch and just burn them.
I'm down for that.
Let's do it.
Like, I love fire. Fire is the greatest thing in the world. Ooh.
Ooh.
This just gives you more control, right?
Absolutely. And then you can just choose just how much color you want on there.
Do they ever catch on fire?
You want them to? They will if you want them
In
to.
the dish. We're gonna have to hide the torches from Joe.
And you can smell, there's this smell from marshmallow when it gets toasted.
Yeah, like the campfire, the wood, just being next to the smoker, it all brings back those childhood memories, right?
I think that's what barbecue does too. Like when you eat it, it brings back all the memories of growing up.
Right, because it's that fundamental just wood smoke perfume.
And just a whole bunch of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Especially in Texas, or especially in East Texas and Dallas, right?
I was like, and not in Central Texas.
No.
So again, that's the easy way to do it if you just want to be real quick and get some color on it. Also, we could just put it in the smoker. Just depends on your own personal preference. I like to top mine off with things made from other things too, right? So we just did the pork belly sliders.
Yep.
Right, so we have that. So like I said earlier in the other part of the videos, we had the smaller part.
Oh yeah, all the burn-ins.
Exactly. So I saved that, chopped it up, made a little sauce.
Do you use your barbecue sauce?
So we use our barbecue sauce in this along with our pork rub, just like a lot of the other.
It's like a little jammy.
Yeah, exactly. So pork belly, burn-in, jam, kind of call it whatever you want. It's nice and sweet, but still has lots of barbecue flavor. I just take this, just drizzle that over the top.
This is over the
Oh my
top.
gosh.
This is over the top.
Well, I mean, what is Thanksgiving about, right? Like eating yourself
This is
into
your combination
bliss.
of dessert and side. So for the people that say they don't like desserts, this is what you serve them.
Yes, exactly. Like you like barbecue, but you don't want anything desserty?
Right.
I got you.
You don't understand how beautiful this looks.
And then,
A sweet potato is marshmallow. I'm gonna call it a burn-in pork belly
I like jam.
jam.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I bet that's good on a burger too.
Oh, it'd be good on everything.
Well, there's one thing missing. And that's crunch, right? You have something crunchy on there. So we got these candied pecans. And again, if your smoker gets hot enough, you can do what I did and actually cook these in the smoker. Just a little bit of whipped egg white mixed with the pecans, and then topped off with some more pork rub and sugar. And then you get this little goodness.
So
That's so pretty.
we don't have any spoons, so we're gonna come back, but
Stealing one.
Drew is gonna come get some up close before I come destroy this. So we'll be right back with some fresh spoons and forks.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space.
I need some like really nice, like fine dining spoon, but this is all I was able to
Hey,
find.
God gave you some. They're
Like-
fingers.
I know. I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try to get a whole marshmallow
No, okay. I want to see this.
with the sweet potato. I want the perfect bite.
All right, I'm going for just pecan. Pork.
So,
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
no. Here we go.
Man down.
Oh, good Lord. Do we have napkins? Don't choke. If we have to give you the Heimlich.
It's going to be a marshmallow.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Oh, that's really good.
What's a little spice?
The rub.
That just
That's nice.
it just opens everything up. I'm
Yeah,
so
the
sorry.
hot honey that goes in there, too. I'm a big fan of hot honey with all kind of barbecue stuff.
And this is one of those things that you want to keep on coming for more bites. Like you don't want to stop.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, what's going on here? There's like so much going on in it. And then you're like, I just want to keep.
Like I know probably food costs would kill you, but like this would be one of the best sides in barbecue.
Oh, no, I'll just charge them more.
Do
Pay
it
for
because I would eat this every day.
Well, excellent. Hey, we got something for the Thanksgiving menu.
There we go.
Like this is fun and it tastes so good.
It's pretty.
Like no, this is like, and it's not like, yes, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet.
Right.
Like you're not like,
Still
oh my
get all
god,
the salt and the savory and the smoke and
because we've all eaten Thanksgiving items that were way too much. sugar.
Diabetic coma.
yeah.
Like this one, I don't feel it. Oh my god, y'all are so lucky. Y'all gonna get the recipe to make this. Like I can't thank y'all so much for bringing something as amazing like this to share with our friends. Like this is incredible, and it shows you that you can do this in your backyard and not be afraid of it.
Right. You saw how I did it. It's all right there. Just,
It's a smoker,
yep.
and
One-stop shop.
you can literally smoke the sweet potatoes,
Right.
peel them, smash it up, mix an egg in there, put it back in there, and then you can put whatever you want on top of it.
You don't even have to use any kind of equipment or a blender or anything. Like I said, you can just smash it up in a bowl by hand, mix it all in there, slap it back in there, and put it in the smoker.
Like in my head, like it'd be really cool to have those like little tins that have like individual ones.
Yeah.
I know it's extra work, but like
Oh, that'll
for your
work.
Yes.
Yeah.
for your
Yeah, for a
family.
party, that would definitely work.
And then you could have the marshmallows on there, but then if you want to dress it with pecans or the burnt-in jelly,
oh, actually, you know, what would be cool.
Yeah.
it's like a sweet potato bar.
Yeah, and then you can they can build it how they want to put it back on the smoker to heat it up or get the blowtorch
Yeah.
and blowtorch it up.
There
The
we go.
blowtorch.
Yeah, it's called a little sweet potato bar. I love that.
I love it.
Thank y'all so much. And let me ask, where can they find you? And your your three locations and
We are
then
in the
online.
Bishop Arts District. We are in Old Downtown Plano and also over by the ballpark at Texas Live in Arlington. And yes, our website, LockhartSmokehouse.com. And we have some other great recipes on there too if you want some more inspiration.
And then social media, Facebook, Instagram,
Oh yeah, Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
we're still
X.
on X.
Ish.
I'm trying to figure out Threads. I'm not good at TikTok.
I
So
feel
yeah,
you.
just I'm the old person here. So yeah.
No, I love it.
We'll make it work.
Thank y'all so much. And seriously, y'all need to go there. All y'all's locations are great, but your Oack Cliff one just is dear to my heart. And like, you can do a whole bunch of stuff in Bishop Arts.
Oh, Bishop Arts that's one of the reasons we picked it. It felt like the most not Dallas neighborhood. Like you can walk and it's an adventure in the day.
So go today, run, we're out.